The following video is intended for mature audiences. It contains horror elements, adult themes, and language that might not be suitable for younger viewers. Horror remakes often tread a fine line between homage and reinvention, and Glenn Morgan's Black Christmas dives headfirst into the murky waters of both. This visceral reimagining of the 1974 holiday horror classic offers an unrelenting and deeply disturbing journey into the psychology of its killer and victims. Though it sacrifices subtlety for shock value, Black Christmas is undeniably unique in its unapologetically graphic storytelling and bleak vision. For those with a taste for extreme horror, this film delivers a twisted tale that lingers in the mind and stomach long after the credits roll. Set against the backdrop of Christmas cheer, Black Christmas unfolds in a sorority house decked with holiday decorations, the contrast between the festive setting and the macabre events amplifying its chilling effect. The plot revolves around a group of sorority sisters who are stalked and killed by a shadowy presence during their holiday break. This version, however, diverges significantly from the original by delving into the killer's backstory, providing a grim, almost operatic tale of abuse, betrayal, and madness. One of the most notable departures from the 1974 version is the decision to give the killer, Billy, an elaborate and horrifying backstory. From the outset, we are plunged into a grim narrative of familial dysfunction. Billy, born with a rare liver condition that causes his skin to turn yellow, becomes the target of his mother's abuse and neglect. His childhood is a tableau of horror, locked in an attic, witnessing horrific acts and eventually descending into violence. The film paints Billy as both a victim of circumstance and an irredeemable monster, blurring the line between sympathy and revulsion. His backstory, while grotesquely memorable, risks alienating viewers who prefer their horror antagonists, shrouded in mystery. By explaining Billy's motivations, the film strips away some of the terror that made the original so haunting. The psychological core of Black Christmas lies in its exploration of trauma and how it manifests. Billy's mother, portrayed as a sadistic figure of unchecked cruelty, becomes the architect of her son's descent into madness. The film suggests a cyclical nature to violence, where abuse begets abuse, creating monsters in its wake. For some viewers, this insight into Billy's psyche adds depth to the horror. For others, it crosses into gratuitous territory, reveling in depravity for shock value. While the focus on Billy's backstory dominates the narrative, the sorority sisters also play a crucial role in the film's terror. Unlike the original, where the characters were nuanced and relatable, the 2006 version leans heavily on archetypes: the flirt, the nerd, the skeptic, the cynic. These broad strokes make it difficult to fully invest in the characters, though their dynamics occasionally spark moments of genuine tension. The sisters' motivations are straightforward: survival. However, their fragmented camaraderie highlights a subtle commentary on modern relationships, where trust is often tenuous, and personal differences become life-threatening in high-stakes scenarios. Their vulnerability is palpable, but their actions sometimes strain credibility, a common critique of slasher films. Still, their fear and desperation are convincingly portrayed, pulling viewers into the claustrophobic dread of their plight. Black Christmas is unabashedly gory, reveling in its ability to shock and disturb. From impalements to eye gouging, the kills are as inventive as they are graphic. This relentless brutality sets the film apart from the subtle, atmospheric horror of its predecessor, catering instead to fans of extreme, unflinching violence. For some, the gore is a welcome escalation, a natural evolution of the slasher genre. For others, it crosses into gratuitous territory, prioritizing spectacle over suspense. Regardless of one's tolerance for bloodshed, the film's visceral impact is undeniable, leaving a mark that's hard to shake. Beneath the carnage lies a grim meditation on family, legacy, and the inescapable shadow of trauma. Billy's story is a cautionary tale about the destructive power of unchecked rage and cruelty. The sorority sisters, meanwhile, represent a different kind of familial bond, chosen, not given, highlighting the strength and fragility of human connection in the face of adversity. The film also explores voyeurism, with the killer's perspective often dominating the frame, so we get to see things exactly how Billy sees them. This voyeuristic element heightens the tension and places the audience uncomfortably close to the violence. The original Black Christmas thrived on subtlety and suggestion, its horror rooted in the unknown. The remake takes the opposite approach, laying everything bare in a gruesome spectacle. While the original is a psychological thriller at heart, the remake is an unabashed slasher, trading atmosphere for adrenaline. What sets the 2006 version apart is its unflinching commitment to its vision. Love it or hate it, the film is simply itself, embracing its excesses with gusto. For viewers who appreciate bold, uncompromising horror, this approach may be a welcome change. For others, it may feel like a betrayal of the original's legacy. Without revealing too much, the conclusion of Black Christmas is just as dark and violent as the rest of the film. It neatly wraps up the story while leaving the viewer with a lingering sense of unease, showing the movie's ability to disturb the audience on a primal level. Black Christmas is a polarizing film, one that embraces its status as a remake while forging its own path. Its graphic violence and explicit backstory may alienate fans of the original, but its boldness and audacity are hard to deny. For those willing to endure its disturbing content, the film offers a harrowing journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche. While it may not achieve the timeless elegance of the 1974 classic, Black Christmas carves out a niche as a brutal, unapologetic horror experience. It's a film that demands to be reckoned with, even if it leaves you shaken and unsettled. Black Christmas is a dark comedy, teen slasher, holiday horror that is 1 hour and 35 minutes long and is rated R. The Southern Underworld gives it 3 bloody knives. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.